Hello, Taurus. Welcome to your reading. We're going to do the week of March 21st, but we will take a peek at last week and next week to kind of just get a feel for what's going on with you overall. Now we have entered into Aries season. We've had that full moon in Virgo. Spring has sprung in the northern hemisphere. And so when we enter into Aries season, we start getting a little bit more action-taking energy, right? So we'll see if that's coming into play in your reading. We're going to pull some tarot and then clarify to get as many details as possible on what's going on with you. If this is not your reading, be sure to check out your other placements. And please hit that like button. It really is helpful to the channel. And I appreciate that energy exchange. All right, Taurus. Let me get this a couple more here. All right, here we go. The Devil. King of Swords. How funny. Because we have the Heritage card in the reverse. And so what that's talking about is some like sort of limiting pattern that you've likely picked up from your family line. We've had a ton of ancestral karma themes coming through in this week's readings. It's been huge. And I'm talking from different decks and that kind of thing. So it's really showing up as a theme here. And then right below it we have the Devil. So it's this bondage, this thing that's holding you back, right? Then we have clarity and the King of Swords. So there's definitely clarity coming in this week, if that's something you have been seeking. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Death card. Yeah, so we're putting an end to maybe some old limiting patterns or just things from your family line that you've seen on repeat and you no longer want to participate, right? We have the Hermit going within. Look at this. On the Clarity card, it says go within. So I'm feeling like maybe these Earth readings are going to give me an easier time here. The water signs were so complicated. You have so many majors coming in here. So we have the Three of Pentacles, the Moon, Judgment, and the Nine of Wands. There's definitely something you're working towards here. Now this could actually be work. This could be some sort of collaboration. This could be a partnership with someone. You've got a lot of determined energy here. And for some of you, I feel like you might be working on something that is like newer, like you've taken on some sort of new endeavor here. And even if you're coming into it with a lot of wisdom and past experience, it feels like something you're just getting off the ground is what I want to say. And it might be that it's been a bit of a slow, dragging process, right? I like this week because we have this going within, we have this clarity coming through, and then we have this judgment. We have some sort of awakening as a result of kind of exploring inside ourselves here. And this past week, wow, the Devil, the Death card, and the Moon, we are getting rid of limitations. We're cutting them out, we're having a rebirth, we're losing fears. We're cutting those things out. So we're going to clarify and see what that is in particular. but huge changes going on here over the next couple weeks. We have the Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck, Justice, Four of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. So for some of you, you're leaving a marriage, a union here. Could be, we have some Libra, some fire, some water, and some Capricorn here. And I feel like you're doing so in search of something that is, it might not even be a relationship, actually. For some of you it might be, but I feel like what you're in search of is like an accomplishment. Like, so for example, if you've been in a marriage for a long time and it's not going anywhere, there's no growth and there's limitations within that family union about what you're able to go out and do even for your career. So some of you might be leaving a long-term commitment in search of the ability to take on this new thing. So that's a message for someone out there. It's not going to apply to everyone, but it does feel like somebody's kind of getting out of a limiting relationship or family dynamic here, so you can kind of go chase your dreams, right? All right, let's look at this heritage in the reverse this last week. So we've been stuck in a situation here. We've been stuck either in a family unit that has limited our ability to do something. So this could be you're moving out of your parents' house, you're deciding to go to a different college. I mean, or this could be I'm leaving this marriage because it's not allowing me to grow and it's holding me down. This could also be you recognizing that you're following in the same footsteps as your mother or father or someone in your family, and you're like, I don't want to do this cycle. I want to have my own life, right? So let's see. Why do we have the devil? What's this devil doing here? We have the Knight of Swords and the Justice card. So some of you are definitely cutting out toxic relationships here. Perhaps karmic patterns with people, loved ones, that kind of thing. I also feel drama is a big part of this. So it feels like family drama or relationship drama. Like somebody was just all about the drama here and it was just like exhausting. So I do feel like there's divorce here, there's separation, there's a lot of karmic patterns that you were playing out with these individuals, right? And I do feel like that karma has now been balanced. So you've played out the lessons that you needed to learn, and now you're ready to get out of Dodge here. With the Death card, we have Temperance. So there's a lot of integration of these lessons here, like deep reflecting here. I feel like those that this reading will resonate for are those that are taking the time, that are, it's like you're taking the time to really sit back and look at the deep roots of things. We've got, and I do feel like for some of you, like this rebirth is taking place because you've been integrating some of those karmic lessons, right? For some of you, again, this was like past life soul contracts that you had with someone. This is a past life partner. This is soulmate energy. For some of you, there are definitely children involved in whatever this family dynamic is. And I feel like you've started to integrate some of the inner child work. So if some of you have been doing that, I also see that here. And there's some kind of awakening here. there's clarity already showing up. I'm really seeing the starburst in his behind his cape here, his hood. So there's some new clarity showing up here. Let's look at this moon. Could definitely be some heightened intuition. We have the Ace of Cups and the Seven of Cups. So I definitely feel like you're definitely using your intuition here, but more so what I'm getting is that you're kind of deciding to see on the Seven of Cups, each cup has a different prize within it, and some of them aren't so good, right? One's got a snake, one's got like a dragon here, other ones have like jewels and, you know, riches or whatever. I feel like you're selecting your future here. I feel like you're selecting what's right for you, because this Ace of Cups can definitely be about self-love. Like, what are you doing to fulfill yourself, right? For some of you, though, we do have someone showing up here. Could be a Capricorn again. We saw that at the bottom of the deck. Someone is showing up here seeking reconciliation, healing, rebirth, and they're wanting you to open up to this new start with them, and you might be having some hesitations, some fears. And I also feel like if that's your story, I do still feel like you're still processing quite a bit of your emotions about this, just based on what happened in the past. So this week we have clarity, go within, doing some reflecting, could even be doing some meditating, kind of tapping into that crown chakra, right? Doing some thinking, some reflection time here. You can kind of see this King of Swords is sort of sitting up above the mountains, kind of kicked back and just observing. So I do feel like there's a lot of wisdom here, and there's finally some clarity about something. And I feel like that's this Judgment card. Now, for some of you, you have a return person showing up here. And it could be that they've gained some clarity. So we're going to look at it from both sides. With the King of Swords, we have the King of Cups. So somebody has figured out how they feel. And the Lovers, yes. Now we have, what, Gemini, Scorpio, Aquarius here. Could be water sign or air sign. Hermit. We have the Queen of Wands and the Three of Swords. I don't really like that combo, and I'll talk about that in a minute. With the Judgment card, we have the Queen of Swords and the Ten of Wands. So some of you are, whether this person shows back up or not, if you're dealing with a past connection that is wanting a reconciliation, I feel like they have this clarity about who you are to them. They're finally maybe opening up about their feelings here. And I don't know that you're going to go for it here. I feel like you're maybe going to put the kibosh on this, because I do feel like if that's the story here, there's maybe been a third party situation. Now that's for some of you. For others, there's definitely some clarity around a soulmate connection here. You might actually have a choice between two people, and because the Lover's card is a choice. And I do feel like you're purposely going within in order to seek clarity. So I guess either way, it feels like there's three parties here. There's you and then two potentials. Or you and your person from the past and someone that they hooked up with or have been entertaining, you know. I do feel like, again, this situation from the past, you've broken free from this, but it's done something to mess with your confidence a bit. And I do feel like that's part of why you're going within to reflect on this and decide what you want to do. I do feel like you're going to put down whatever this burden is for you. I feel like your intention here is to cut loose of the ties, right? And I feel like you're going to maintain that stance with this Ten of Wands. Interesting. I do feel like there's a nice alignment here as well with both the mental and emotional body within yourself. I feel like cutting free of this limiting dynamic in the past has allowed you to step into your own alignment here. And I do feel like there's still some healing. There's still some wounded confidence here, and I do feel like you're kind of stepping back here. When it comes to this clarity that's showing up for you in the form of this Judgment card, I feel like you're getting, it's like because you've gone within, you're processing some of these emotions we were talking about, it's like you're gaining the clarity you need to cut things out and make some decisions here. So that could be in any area of your life, but I do feel like it's related to this next thing that you're ready to choose for yourself. So I do feel like you're putting yourself first here and going after the thing that you feel is most right for you, no matter if there are other people involved or not, right? So I do like this. But again, for those of you that are dealing with a romance situation, because that is clearly showing up here, I do feel like that past person is returning, and there's potentially a third party that at one point was hidden or that you suspect is being hidden, right? Or kept on the down low in some way, and I think you're putting the kibosh on that sort of reunion here. This next row is the following week, and we have the edge of evolution is messy. So again, I still get this feeling here like you're starting afresh. You're creating something new for yourself. You're very determined, but it feels like something new to you. Again, I still feel like you're bringing all your wisdom to the table here, but it's like something you're trying to get off the ground here. Knight of Pentacles definitely gives me the impression it's been a bit slow to get going here, but I feel like you're definitely in this very determined energy. For others, you're being approached by someone who does want to come together and build a relationship with you, and to me this does feel like someone new. So this could be one of those potential suitors here, but I feel like you're maybe a little bit guarded about whether you're going to let that happen. So let's look at this. Knight of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Swords and the World. I feel like because there's something new just you know, kind of getting off the ground here. We're not in our comfort zone here, which makes sense. The edge of evolution is messy, right? And it could be causing some stress and fears and worries to crop up here. We see a lot of that here in this angle. So it's kind of following you along, but I do feel like it's improving here. So hopefully that's a helpful heads up for someone out there. But the Three of Pentacles, we have the Seven of Wands. Again, very determined energy. Yeah. And Nine of Wands. And for others, you're absolutely not accepting a collaboration with this past person. Like no way in hell kind of energy here. I do feel like you're very determined to get whatever this new thing is off the ground for yourself. The Nine of Wands, yeah. Expansion into the future, like this is your focus right now. And taking action in that direction. Now we do have a ton of fire showing up here, so you could be encountering a King of Wands energy, masculine or feminine. We do have the Queen and King of Wands, and now the Queen and King of Swords. So we're definitely dealing with a soulmate here. And I feel like it's likely the masculine energy that is pursuing the feminine here and just not wanting to take no for an answer. But to me it looks like if that's the case, I do feel like you're continuing to resist them, right? And it could feel like you're almost like having a really hard time getting out of their energy, getting away from them. Even when they're not near you or communicating with you, it could feel like it's somehow slowing you down from moving forward fast enough. It kind of feels like I'm walking through, you know, quicksand when, like, trying to run through it. So it could feel like it's keeping you quite slowed down or stuck here. But I do feel like there is definitely a cycle coming to a close completely here. And I do feel like it's tied to this karma. We had death, rebirth, and now the world. So there's an ending here, and it is closing out. It could just feel like it's taken a little while to the door completely close and lock, right? I hope that was helpful, Taurus. And I hope to see you next week. We're going to do the March wrap-up reading, and we're going to take a peek into April and see what's going on. We might look at career, love, anything that you need to know that might be coming in. And I'll see you there. Bye.